Beacon Pines is a cozy horror game. You play a 12-year-old deer, and you're trying to figure out what's going on in this crazy town you're in, and uh, which you didn't know was crazy until kind of recently. And you are basically trying to figure out why your mom disappeared and where you are now. Um, I am. I was looking for my friend. We snuck into the lab, and then we got caught by almost caught by someone, and he ran and I ran, and only he didn't come home, and so I've been looking for him. I talked to the old dog dude that runs the new shop, and turns out I was on the wrong thing. Okay, now turns out that old dog dude was working for the bad guys. So now I have to go back and figure out where I have misstepped. Now, this mechanic allows you to go back in the story and change your answer, and it tells you if you have done something to its fullest extent by making a check mark next to what it calls the charm, which is the word you could choose. So everything is done except for. So I have been caught twice, essentially, by the bad guys and gone, spirited away, used in experiments. I don't really know. But this one says I have yet to use strange. So I will go over here. Oh. Okay, so this takes us back to the point in the time where the bully is taunting my family, and Beck, my new friend from out of town, is trying to step in. And this time we are going to use strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca. Looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs, eh, dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Arg!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
Oh, that's not good. You jerk! My clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
This is not a good ending either. I don't feel so good. Oh, I'm sorry, I just... Oh, shit. Yup. That was intense. He's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We are just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyways.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well? I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay. Yeah, this is not a bad ending.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Yeah. Definitely not sus. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. Roxy came over. She was worried about him, so I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Hey there, Blue Jean. It turns out Rollo is safe and sound. Not bad, not bad. Oh, it's hydrate time. Hey, Bishops.
Alone.
Tasty hydration.
The house was empty.
So, Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. Rollo, didn't you learn this lesson yesterday?
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "You're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or regret. The wrong choice, but I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go!" Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run!" The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet.
I can see why they call this cozy horror instead of like cozy spooky or something like that.
Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply. Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca? Rollo, is that you? Luca! There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God! Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It was... took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground? Underground? Are you okay? Kinda? They seem more interested in for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Shh. Trust. Shh. He's. Shh. Hold on. Someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Shh, getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Shh, mission control. Shh. You need to shh the treehouse. Shh, the treehouse.
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse. Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So, we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Here, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Harris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all. I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Gran, why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca! Ah! Don, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival? Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Wherein Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stay out here for a bit longer. See ya, Luca. Slowly disappears into the bush. That's very good. I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was just simple enough to rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. I better hurry up to the treehouse. Okay, so I don't need to see anything down there, clearly. Oh. I can fish with my new charms, though.
Luca tied a small magnet to the line, fishing with the law of attraction.
A key? Where do you think the lock is for this key? Well, why would we want to find that? Because then we would know the secret. That's no fun. The second we know what it unlocks, it just becomes a boring old key. Right now, this key could unlock anything. Cool. And click.
Luca wrapped some tape around the hook. Hey, you never know.
It's got a bunch of big words written on it. Let's see that. We regret to inform you that your application for property rights with respect to the Beacon Pines CBD area and surrounding area has been rejected. Who is that for? Applicant, Valentine Estate. Good. Good.
Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
I hope everyone's enjoying the aesthetically appealing adventure. I certainly still am. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man. Miss, leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. Looks like we could use some new bait. What do you say we head out and find some more? Thank you, Taru. It has been a while. Life, the universe, everything has been certainly a thing, and I am happy to be back to it. I hope you like all the new decor and effort I put into making it pretty, and also got a bunch of new redeems as well as a dog cam for dog cam purposes and treats purposes. So, I hope everybody's having a good time. Rollo? Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you'd better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
Oh, hey, Super Cooper. Time zones can be a pain. I am weird too, and I stream randomly and also often late at night from my time zone, so welcome in, though. It's a pleasure to have you. We're playing cozy horror game, Beacon Pines. I'm a Pink Links PNG tuber and VTuber. The VTuber is just sort of in limbo right now. I'm having some technical difficulties. I was gonna say it's the bully. I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your fault!
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second. And I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship, none of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Thank you. Lumiboo did my chibi model and all my emotes and everything. So I greatly appreciate her and all that she's done for me. Luca! Luca! Rollo? It's not safe! Luca! Rollo, where are you? The treehouse! I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe! They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards! What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. I'm gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Aw, thank you, Cooper. Yeah, this is definitely my cozy vibe side more than anything, but it is Twitch, so, you know. Be down in just a second. Of course, of course, of course, of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They are saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob turned up to 10. Lumi does stream all the time. You must have accidentally turned her notifications off. She hasn't streamed like this week, but she normally streams like 3 or 4 times a week. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knee.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Miggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away. Just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he let you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
I'm a little tired. Yeah. A little sleepy-deepy. But, you know. It's late, so it's okay to be tired. Alright. What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny-tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You are in quite the pickle, and I am the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca? Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
End this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here.
Yeah, I didn't have an option.
Let's put a pin in this for now.
Oh, that was the wrong thing.
We were just gonna go.
Good
chill
evening,
for the day.
Strider.
The best lies are built.
Okay, let's go here. This is a new one. The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails on the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light. This is a story about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile?
This is when we explored alone.
He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished-jarred a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rollo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. Mm-hmm. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. And another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. problem. Off with you now while the day is still young. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. Huzzah, Lumi redeemed first. Congratulations. I really should make that do something. Probably. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well. We can meet tonight. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rollo, I've got to deliver these into town first. Then we can catch up. Ooh, is it a whole thing? Yes, Rollo, it is a whole ass thing. It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Wait! Watch your step! Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? You can tell those jerks. It doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. Humph. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all, in equal parts, everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear! Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune. Had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, this is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all that, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. For a legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Treats for Artemis. Alright, let's go into the treats screen. And you should still be able to hear me. Yes. Artemis, go to your bed. Go to your bed. Go on. Okay, Artemis. High five. Good girl. Good girl. Shake. Good girl. Good girl. Chill. Sit. Sit pretty. Pretty? No. Come on, sit. Pretty. Sit pretty. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, it's a good girl. Shake. Good girl. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Alright. Now she will proceed to sniff around and try and resolve where any scrap of fallen treat may be. And we shall go back to our game. She is pretty. Hello, Hungamunga. Yes, that my Artemis is a beautiful child. She is also part beagle, so food is life for her. Okay, let's see. Back on the screen. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam rummer. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is. It's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart what happened with Eleanor. I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
Oh. some reason, when you turn on the thing, I don't know. Anyways, fixed. It should be. You tell your Grin hello for me, Luca. Will do.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Ooh, exciting. I've never met you before, sir. Your face. I do not recognize. I'm ready to help, Mama. All right, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Miss Fratelli is away. I've got to deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yeah, Mama. Hi, Roxy. Luca? I'm helping. Wow, hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo. What can I get you? I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Coming right up. Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Nice. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. My father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be sails, pulling a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together, once a month.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? Oh no, it turns out Father was just too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Oh. The silver lining is, without him around I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold. That's perfect. Thank you. Gadzooks, they've shrunk the wait staff.
Jeff slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
How's your pops doing? He's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Tell him that fishing rod he ordered should be ready next week, will ya? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Yeah, and top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus? The heart wants what it wants. All right, Super Cooper. I am sorry to hear that. But sleep well. And I hope you had fun. These will be going up on YouTube, and I am catching up on all of my past uploads now. So they will be going up on YouTube sometime soon. And I hope that you can visit again. Oh no. Candy. Grilled cactus. Here's your order. I call it the sweet and stabby. Ha! Now that's a burger with bites. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back. This is the version of telling me that I don't have all the charms to do that activity. Completely. Hey, Don. Hey, Luca. What's up? They got you on jam delivery, eh? Yup. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Perennial Harvest, and the other is working for Harris Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pines past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. She does. I mean, she is a bat, so squeaking is what she does. I can imagine.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck. A scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow.
That shares some placement.
Follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Represents Fund.
That was unhelpful. How do you keep the ice cream cold? You keep them on ice? Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold? How do they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert, do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. I can't touch it because I'm carrying a basket.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello? Yeah!
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me? Yeah, Gran has some jam I was supposed to give you?
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes! The jam! Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I'm not sure how much Luca is supposed to remember what we've been through. But I remember what we've been through. There's secret messages. I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Hey, Kato. Good afternoon, Luca. Can I help you find something? Maybe, maybe not. Try me. Well, there's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse. Can't say I know anything about the old warehouse. And empty hives don't stay empty for long. Huh?
Kato motioned to the book in front of him.
The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. A new queen will set up shop pretty quickly. So you're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse? Nature abhors a vacuum. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Have you seen this new issue of Hank Atomic? Not yet. No spoilers, please. It's awesome. It's a flashback. No spoilers, please. We get to see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes Hank Atomic, man of space justice. Jace! No! Spoilers! Oh, sorry. My point is, you're gonna love it. Alright, Jace. Catch you later. Roger that, Space Cadet. I wonder if I can go. Oh. No. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. Do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that
Nuncreed
case,
snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the baskets until the next time I see your gran. Ugh. Desperation, man. Tone it down a little. Hey, you! Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12. Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Welp. Hey, what a crazy coincidence! Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Iona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh, yeah. Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you can both stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that, for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by the big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great, see you there. Good morning, Geoff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on, now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming up. Huh, the festival. Old Man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting this one on. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine Company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. So, who all lives in that house? Harris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. Can you imagine naming your daughter Eris when you're like a rich people? Like, what is it? Appears to be her actual name, not just a title. Like, people have called her that. Everybody has called her that. They've even called her Miss Harris. So, like, can you imagine, though? And can you imagine, like, growing up with that name? And Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So, just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom said that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay. That's like the 5th time someone's mentioned this foul harvest thing. Tell me about it. Yeah, no, so her name... You're not wrong, though. And you'll all use that same ominous tone. Eventually, you're going to have to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up, but we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. Yeah, I would like an explanation on the foul harvest as well. This way. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod. Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill
I think
was
this might be my
worried
3rd
about
chapter 4.
change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love. Couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. And sorry for anybody who heard that Cove over stream. That was definitely my meds alarm, but I took my meds already. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally, we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca, this move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So, Beck said you moved here for work?
Gave Luca a swift kick under the...
Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she is a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. Uh-oh. Wasn't lead researcher of deep engineering. Deep engineering was definitely on the name tag. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow the loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't!
Beck slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca! How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rollo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
One last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble, break.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before the storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch cold. Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime. He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry. Was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards, some did flowers. What they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So, you've moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. These flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, he cared enough to keep them is all. He has a point. Oh, wow! Rollo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Aw, shucks.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days. Oh, I can't. Oh, that gives me
Luca
mouth
wiped his hand
pain.
off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rollo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do? I'm actually gonna do a quick redeem for stream because she's being really cute right now. And it should pop up in the bottom left corner. Oh, and she just moved. Of course. Oh well, I tried. She was being really cute in her bed. when you don't know what to do. Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Ah!
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow. I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
There you go. Dog cam. Thanks. I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure. I'll walk you out. See you and Rollo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5.
This is the first chapter 5 I've gotten, I think.
Friendly feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue. The smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone. Not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Hey, Dawn. Tracking down a lead? You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance, there were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age, who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo! So Eris was forced to take care of him? Yep, or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats. That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out? A good reporter never reveals her sources, Luke. He met his old friend's eyes. Hydrate time! Hydration. Sippy sippies. And was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens, this is no time for fractured friendships. I was predicting that. Is this gonna be the same thing if I go in? Yeah, it is. Okay. At least it lets me skip it. I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Okay, got it. Excuse me. What are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. It's true. You can. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir, very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good, then it's decided. Yes, sir, we'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. I want to see if I got any new fishing bait. I did! I thought Pugnant might be one.
A twig of thyme around the hook. Some fish have refined taste.
I did not expect a twig of thyme, but, you know. Property of Sharper Valentine. Figures. If he had his way. Property of Sharper Valentine would be written on everything in this town. Should we give it back to him? He may not even want it back. The man's got a contentious relationship with time. We'll keep it in here, in case he ever wants to pick it up. Alright. Rollo, are you still up there? I'm sorry. Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back, never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times. And it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh? What makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rollo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar! You weren't even home. What? Storm got bad and I got worried. So I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, The storm rolled in out of nowhere and I got stuck after dinner at Beck's house.
Luca stumbled on his words,
knowing he'd said too much. Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool, and you'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made some new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends? Okay, I'm gonna say just straight up that I knew this was where this was going, but I don't love the over-jealous, like, you can only have me as a friend stereotype. It's not my favorite. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was going to be a surprise. But you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you, but I kept my word. 'Cause that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your gran doesn't even care. You can stay out as late as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, maybe you're the bad friend.
His tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Baby Pa's right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my pa is still around.
The words hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rollo. Dang it.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Rollo. What a jerk. Call me a bad friend. Ooh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. They are 12 though, so like I'll forgive him in some ways, but man, I am not like this whole I don't like it. Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he can shove it. Okay. So I guess that's it. Time to go to bed. Guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends? Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Okay, I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
I bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival. He's gonna be miserable. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Okay. There's something in here that I have to do then?
Luca dozed off again.
Luca? I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Two! Just take the oatmeal! You can't sit that long. Tario isn't wrong. It's gonna be concrete by now. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is just to sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
There's never anything interesting in the festival anyway.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca? Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Mowdle? Said you met yesterday. What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later? Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all, and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source. Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour. Make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself.
Just warning, ads starting in 5 minutes.
It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Lucas staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Well, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter. But
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. I'm writing that down. That is going in our quotes. I have none of my notebooks out. But that is going in our quotes. Let's use my Golden Girls notebook. We must appreciate our friends at their best. And accept them at their worst. Thank you for this brief interlude. But that was a good quote. Now get your little butts out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. She's not wrong. That is also a good quote. Like, so many good quotes here. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. All right. I love you, Luca. Love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay.
Chapter 6.
Now, this is definitely my first chapter 6.
Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them.
Mood.
Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air.
Flame familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds. Can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Just knocking it out of the park with these quotes here.
But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
There you are, Luca. Rollo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. I know where he wants me to go. Unique New York. Unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. I'm just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
To his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gab box. You nervous? Oh, heavens, no. Well, break a leg. Give me the gift. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an X of you. And it's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Care's speech and the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. The town's still falling apart, the weather's still cruddy, and this season's harvest looks like it's going to be worse than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate pandering is going to change any of that. Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fits. I'm still gonna be mad at them. But I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all. Ain't moving. Haha, every single time. Yup. Wait for it. Unexplained sound once again noted. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Ha ha ha. Oh god, I don't like him.
Into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey Jeff, everything alright? Huh? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. It just ain't right these days, you know. I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't ya?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
They tied balloons onto the trash can lid. Most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve. Nope. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the fowl harvest. I had my doubts about perennial harvest, but I must admit they do put on a nice party. Oh, nothing from Book Lady today. Hi, Luca. How's Griffin doing? What? Oh, nothing.
Sorry all became flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying. I wanted to see what all the festival fuss was about, but I can't help but notice you still brought your backpack full of books. Look up, backpacks carry a lot more than just books. True, true. So, what you got in there? Books. I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of mine enemy. This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family. Luca, did you know that Beacon's Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that. Wow, yeah, I didn't know. What's that mean? It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, building regulations. Uh-huh, that's great. Census taking, emergency services. Hey, Luca. So, you're done at the library? Huh? Oh, nothing.
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
Nothing at all. Huh. Now, I got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival is for? The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons. Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clippers. What if I told you that this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor? A special guest? Who? I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal. Raiding with a party of two? Well, hello. Thank you for the rave, Manic Marf Marf. I can give you a shout out. I hope you had a fun time, whatever game you were playing. And we are playing a spooky cozy game called Beacon Pines. And I have so far, I think I have found 6 different ways I can end poorly in this game. Oh, you just finished Beacon Pines? Well, that's fun! I'm just started, actually. Just started yesterday, so this is my second day playing. I just got to my first chapter 6. Oh, that makes sense why... That makes sense why you rated me then, because we were playing Beacon Pines. Oh, I have gathered. It is quite emotional and a little spoopy, and I got it. Don't read the shout out just in case. Okay. So I think everybody wants me to go to the library. Which is not where I was thinking it was going to be. Did you hear? After Mr. Kerr gives his big speech, they're gonna have the first annual biggest catch competition. As long as a boot qualifies as a catch, I'm a shoo-in. Ah, okay, got it. Well, I understand if you need to raid and run, go drink, hydrate, or whatever. You know, obviously you've been streaming, so you need to go take care of yourself. That's perfectly fine. I appreciate raiding in much earlier in the story, obviously, than you were. And I am having a good time with it. It's so pretty. I'm glad I'm not the only one that was actually playing it for streaming this time around. It's fun. It's a good spoopy game for me when I can't do the super scary stuff.
Luca placed a sinker on. Sometimes the best.
So same reason. So the first game I played earlier this month was called Halloween Hero, and you're a dog that goes out dressed up and tries to get candy for your kid. And it actually thought it was completely a kid's game, and the jokes are definitely very adult. So I'm not 100% sure it was a kid's game, but definitely had fun with that one, discovering the spooky alien of it all. And then now I'm playing Beacon Pines for the same reason. It's Halloween, it's under cozy spoopy. The library, somewhere quiet. Halloween Hero. It is spelled Halloween Hero. Hey, Luca.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. The first. Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Orlo does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
Ahem. On planet Farple, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay. Let me figure it out. Nice. If you've already got planned what you're playing next, that's great. I think I had one more game I was going to play after this, but I don't actually think I'll be finishing this with enough time before Halloween because of the streaming difficulties I have experienced with technical difficulties, that I don't think I'll end up having enough time to play another game after this. There's spoopy. Not that I can't, but yeah, so I am excited. I am only like 3 or 4 hours in. I know that they said some completionist time can range up to 10 hours, so we'll have to see how long it takes me, I guess. And if I want to go full completionist, of course. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands. No, I'm pretty sure I figured it out. Hi, Jace. Still working through that newest Hank Atomic? You know it. Some fascinating canon towards the end. Did you know Hank Atomic's shrink array doesn't technically shrink stuff? It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving that object unaltered. So it just looks shrunk compared to everything else? Bingo. That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers, please. Oh, right, sorry.
Luca grabbed the Modern Science of Atomic Radiation from the shelf. Luca grabbed Natural Photography. Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic. Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
There we go. Ah, you found it!
Luca removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, Issue 5. Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I and the special flatlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Geoff for this purple light bulb. Birded with his entire Halloween candy stash. Oh, Rollo. Now let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
I do, need to find the next ending will be my wrap-up point because I, do work tomorrow, so I should get sleep at some point eventually, right? But for now, get away with such a grift.
He continued flipping.
Only found in Grub cards.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift in Grub cards. Griffin's Grub cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Oh, brilliant. I guess you're off then? Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kato. Ah, I get it now. That's why they were saying the suspicious things.
Before Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck! It's cold! Oh yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rollo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's just...
Luca tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Of course he did. Oh, come on!
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
That... I don't actually think that would work. I really don't. I don't think you could fry a piece of paper and have it survive. But, I mean, we'll suspend disbelief for this town anyways. Pick up when you need some pep. Near the fountain, up the step.
Luca finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing. I love how we finished the remainder of the corn dog, even though it was cold and gross. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. But Rollo owes me one.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task of friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. Good luck, Luca. Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then. I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here, you've earned this.
Rollo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Thanks. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened, with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rollo. Still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Rollo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try and find some info about your mom. Snoop where? We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all that stuff the clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for a week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait one more day. You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. I think I might have gotten a new bait with some of that. Nope. Maybe I'm done?
Luca wrapped a twig. Some fish have.
No, looks like there's still room on the cloth. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
I love you too,
He
Gran.
folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whatever you want. You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble just to apologize. I know, but we'd been looking forward to the festival for weeks, and I ruined everything with my big mouth. This was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rollo.
Luca was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
Festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. Nah, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that? Oh man, we missed the
It was not
fireworks?
fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
The Big Chill. Achievement unlocked. Well, I did say I was looking for an ending.
The room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together. For the rest of time. The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it.
I know, because I unlocked some charms I haven't even used yet.
We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
All right. I was looking for an ending. Like I said, I do work tomorrow. So, just in case the next ending is far away, I will call it there. It's been going a little over 2 hours, which is about where I hoped I would be. I appreciate everyone who came and stayed or lurked or had fun and enjoyed themselves. And I hope you're enjoying this aesthetically appealing adventure with me.